Miyamoto Musashi Quotes. The comparison with carpentry is through the connection with houses. The carpenter uses a master plan of the building, and the way of strategy is similar in this manner of planning. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. Even if you kill an enemy, if it is not based on what you have learned, it is not the true way. It is said that the warrior's way is the twofold way of pen and sword, and he should have a taste for both ways. For men who want to learn my strategy, this is the way. Do not think dishonestly. The way is in training. Become acquainted with every art. Know the ways of all professions. Distinguish between gain and loss in world matters. Perceive those things which cannot be seen. Pay attention even to trifles. Do nothing useless. Strategy is the craft of the warrior. When you are thoroughly conversant with strategy, you will recognize the enemy's intentions and thus have many opportunities to win. There are 4 ways in which men pass through life as gentlemen, farmers, artisans, and merchants. It is not difficult to wield a sword in one hand. The way to learn this is to train with 2 long swords, one in each hand. It will seem difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. When the enemy attacks, remain undisturbed but feign weakness. You should not have a favorite weapon, nor likes and dislikes. To become overfamiliar with one weapon is as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. This is the truth. When you sacrifice your life, you must make fullest use of your weaponry. Not to do so and to die with a weapon not yet drawn is false. By training, you will be able to freely control your own body, conquer men with your body, and with sufficient training you will be able to beat men in fights, be able to win with your eye, and beat 10 men with your spirit. When you have reached this point, will it not mean you are invincible? Both in fighting and in everyday life you should be determined though calm. Meet situations without tenseness yet not recklessly, your spirit settled yet unbiased. Someone once said immature strategy is the cause of grief. That was a true saying. There is timing in the whole life of the warrior, in his thriving and declining, in his harmony and discord. In contests of strategy, you always want to lead the enemy about rather than be led about by the enemy. To master the virtue of the long sword is to govern the world and oneself. Thus the long sword is the basis of strategy. The way of the warrior is to master the virtue of his weapons. He must have a leaning toward strategy, for if a gentleman dislikes, he will not appreciate the benefit of weaponry. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to my channel. Write which quote you liked the most. Now before you is another interesting video. I advise you to watch it too. Goodbye.